Josh, I hit a couple of roots back there and it made me slip. Then I lost traction because I was probably too forward on my bike.
Probably.
But since you gave me a kid's bike, I'm just doing the best I can.
Well, sometimes your equipment does matter. The rider maketh the ride, but sometimes the equipment can certainly enable you to get further faster.
Yeah, and I'd say too, like these bikes that we're riding today, compared to the last time I rode a bike, have a lot of bells and whistles. I mean, you got disc brakes, you got an oblong gear,
You got a
full suspension, a movable seat. It's almost like the technology we deliver, specifically all the traction we've had in the FortiGate world. What technology on their bike or perimeter should you say is underutilized? I
think if we look at the bikes and all the different bells and whistles we can add, I think one of the simplest additions to the mountain biking world in the past 10 years, and I think people would agree, is the dropper seat. Something that just easily goes up and down, up and down. Simple thing, but it is a revolutionary concept to mountain bikers. Lets you get up into the riding position or down into the descent position really quick and easily. I think similarly, there's things that we can enable on a firewall that may have been around for a while, but are really easy and built in now to deploy. Something like geo-blocking, for example. A simple thing that we can turn on. I mean, are you communicating regularly with Russia, North Korea, China? You can really easily block that access and fundamentally change your security with a quick click of a button now.
Good.
As it used to be, you know, with this bike here, you used to drop your seat, you had to manually do it, go down when you get to a descent position. Similarly, if you wanted to apply geo-blocking on an older firewall, you might have to get a subscription. You might have to, you know, create an IP list, a block list yourself manually. Not the case anymore.
Got it. So just like you have an advantage today, meaning your bike's 20 pounds lighter, I think, folks, there's some lead in that tube, and you're 40 pounds lighter than me in anatomy. You've seen customers take advantage of that reduction in weight, technical debt, by just enabling something as simple as only communicating with the countries that you want to.
Exactly right.
Good. Okay. Guys, we're here, Buffalo Creek, Lake Lure, North Carolina, and we are having an absolute blast. Josh is having a hard time keeping up, so I figured we'd take this next one at a pause, and we'll get on to our next one here in a second. Josh, we've made it about 3/4 of a mile in.
Yep.
We got another 1/2 to 3/4 of ascent. But let's talk for a minute about geography. In this topography we're in here, very, very hilly, lots of terrain, lots of roots, lots of things to get tripped up on the bike. What do you see organizations, specifically as you work with them, getting tripped up on these days?
You know, that's interesting. I think that similar to here, a lot of times you get tripped up on the things that you don't see. So there may be a route,
things like that,
that you don't see, or you're looking too far ahead and you don't see what's right in front of you. So organizations have the same kind of propensity to either be looking too far ahead and getting lost in the weeds, or getting stuck staring right in front of their wheel and not seeing the obstacle that they're approaching and that they're woefully unprepared for.
Good to know. We're gonna give you guys some live footage here, and we'll continue the conversation here at the next stop. But I'm gonna follow Josh on this nice little climb, and we'll see how far away he gets. That reverberation in the camera is indeed my lungs expanding and contracting, but I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. All right, Josh, we had a great ride. We're kind of in recovery mode now. There's a lot of mountains up here behind us. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so just over those trees, we got Rumbling Bald.
Okay.
And one of the premier destinations for rock climbing in North Carolina.
Wow.
Yep. Rope climbing, bouldering, traditional.
Got it all.
Got it all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should do an episode out there and teach our community a little bit about how rock climbing maps to tech.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one. Guys, we hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Katalyst Outdoors. We're going to close it down for today and get back to work. Further, faster, safer. Thank you.